So they sitting there squaring up, and Big Dude throws the first haymaker. Weeps, that was too slow. So my son Animal weaved that easy. That swing opened up a clean body shot for Animal, so he cracked him with all his might right in the stomach. Thing was, bro was so hefty that all them layers of fat easily absorbed the blow. So bro brushed it off and swung again. Blow! Rocked him. Yeah, yo, what's good with y'all? You good? Shit, I hope so, cause I'm doing good, man. Life is good, stress free for once. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling real motivated right now, so I'm gonna keep these weekly uploads going. But anyway, I've been meaning to ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever gotten into a fight? If you did, I bet you got your rock. Niggas probably cracked it on you. And I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us, man. I remember one time I got into a scrap, nigga took me up top. Boom! Slammed me on my back. I felt the juices moving. It was crazy. You see me, I got into a few fights back in my heyday, but now I don't do none of that fighting shit. Man, if you ever find yourself unlucky enough to get into an altercation with me, you best not put your fists up like we about to box, nigga. I'ma boom you. Let off 2 into your abdomen and 1 into your chest. Facts. Nah, let me stop. I would never take such drastic actions. You see, I like living out here in the free world. I'm not really made out for that whole years in prison lifestyle. So these days, I ain't really a fighter. I'm more of a lover boy. I love you. I'm getting old, so I don't be trying to have beef with nobody. That's mad work. Growing up in NYC though, that's a different story. You see crazy shit every day, so fights ain't out of the ordinary. I done seen my fair share of fights over the years, but one of the craziest fights involved my son Animal and some big fat nigga. Looking back, I don't even understand why they started scrapping, but it happened nonetheless. Hey, my fault, y'all. I'm over here chatting, delaying this story with useless blabber. So let me just put you on. So boom. For this story, we taking y'all back to my high school days, back in the towns. I think I was about 15 years young at the time. I don't remember exactly, but I remember it was a school day, and after school, me and a couple of friends decided to go to the park. Let's do a quick lineup of the gang. First off the bat, we had Jay, myself, the group leader if you ask me, but probably not if you ask anybody else. Realest nigga of the group for sure, but them niggas was real too. Next up the bat, we have my son Chris, my son Ferg, Christopher with 2 F's, my day one A1 mans. Probably the second realest nigga I know besides myself, but then again, ain't too many real niggas these days. Next up, we got my son David. Back at the time, bro was a little chunky, but he was truly Mr. Shermookie himself. Fourth, you got my son Christian, who was steady f***ing bitches. Definitely the hoe out the group, but another real nigga in the flesh. Fifth, we got my son Eggy, my son Sam. He had the egg-shaped noggin. Everybody would give him 50 for it. Bro was a Jewish kid who somehow bagged him a black shorty. I don't know how crazy. Nigga was mad annoying though. Word too, I was itching to crack his yoke. And last but not least, we got my son Animal, the bad influence out the group. Word too, my son was always trying to get me to do some cat activities. Shit, if you see my smoking in the school bathroom video, then you already know about this. Oh, and Animal brought his shorty to the court, a girl in my school named Alexa. She was just coming to watch though, and they was gonna leave together or whatever. Anyways, we walk over to the courts by my school, and on this day, there was mad heads. There was an open court though, so we made our way over there to play some 3v3. So we started shooting for captains, but it ain't take long for shit to hit the fan. I mean, we didn't even start the game up. I didn't even get a chance to start busting up his ass, cause bullshit was looking for us that day. The events of one little kid caused chaos. So basically, while we was shooting for caps, some little kid ran up to Alexa, Animal's girlfriend, and he had squirted her with a little water gun. Now obviously Alexa was tight, as anybody would be if some little kid wet you up with his knocks. Shit, these days kids don't even be using water guns anymore. Nowadays they be wetting niggas up with the real G19. Crazy. Imagine getting banned off the server and taken off the map by a 13-year-old. But this is the reality of the world that we living in. Things is getting real spooky out here, I'll tell you that. But I'm chatting. Anyway, Animal sees his girlfriend get shot with some water, so he obviously walks over to her to make sure she good. She said she was alright though, and he came back to the course and took off his chain cause we was about to start playing ball. Now you see, this tiny little action of taking off a chain is where everything went left. Pause. I'm gonna need you to like the video right now before I get hectic in this bitch. You did it? Heard you. But not for real. Like and subscribe. You don't want to miss any uploads. I'm telling you, my best stories have yet to be told. Back to the story though. When Animal takes off his chain, he catches the eye of the local dickhead hood, Tommy, aka Lil Guns. Now Lil Guns was your typical hood bozo, never in school, always starting trouble, thinking he ran the park or whatever. Now, I don't know what was going through bro head, but when he saw Animal take off his chain, he thought it was a sign of aggression. So he and about 4 of his mans quickly pulled up to the court we was on and tried pressing my son Animal. It was good. What up?
Nothing. What happened?
You a funny dude, taking off your chain like you about to do something.
Bro, what?
Nah, you taking off that chain like you about to do something to my little mans, nigga. You bugging. I think I might need to take that chain and pull if you were.
I dare you, nigga. See what happened.
Y'all see how quickly some little could turn into some free? As is life in the hood. So now Staticky's in the air, and it seemed like they was about to try and jump my son Animal. But we wasn't about to sit back and let that happen. This nigga Chris instantly flipped his switch to ignorant cat mode and was about to start swinging on niggas. He got this crazy look in his eyes, and I knew things wasn't about to be good. Sam, on the other hand, was over there shaking in his boots. You see, he wasn't used to seeing such hood rat activities in his peaceful, wealthy Jewish community. This was out of his element. I'd say the situation was about 5 seconds away from being a full-on brawl, but Christian, who knew Lil Guns a little more than the rest of us, tried to mediate the situation a little bit.
Now hold on, we ain't doing all that. Y'all niggas not just about to jump my mans.
Who do we have here? Christian to the rescue, huh? Nah, don't worry, we not jumping nobody.
Y'all doing way too much though. I'ma need y'all to chill before shit get crazy.
Nah, nigga, we the ones chilling. Your man's over here getting all aggressive like he was about to do something to my little mans.
Alright, so we're good then?
Never that, nigga. We can't just sit here and let that shit slide. You bugging. We not gonna jump in, but he gonna have to shoot the 30 with somebody. Now for y'all who don't know, shooting the 30 means you and somebody get it on for 30 seconds to keep it pushing. It's a common resolution for disputes in the hood. But no funny, I'm jacking at this nigga Lil Guns was bored and just wanted to see a fight that day, cause there was no reason for that.
What's up then? Let's fight right now.
Oh nah, Pat, you ain't fighting me. I don't fight, I boom niggas, you heard? You gonna fight my mans though. And right as he said that, out of nowhere some big popped up. He had to be about 6'5", 250 pounds plus. Now one thing about my guy Animal, he was never so he was not about to back down now, especially not in front of his shorty. By now, a huge ass crowd had formed. It was like we all put up to the boxing ring ready to watch a high profile fight. So they sitting there squaring up, and Big Dude throws the first haymaker. Weeps, that was too slow, so my son Animal weaved that easy. That swing opened up a clean body shot for Animal, so he cracked him with all his might right in the stomach. Thing was, bro was so hefty that all them layers of fat easily absorbed the blow. So bro brushed it off and swung again. Blow! Rocked him. My son Animal tried to block it, but the immense force of the swing brushed him off his feet. He got right up though. That shit wasn't nothing to my boy. So they continued fighting, and I mean my son Animal was holding his own. At one point, he caught Big Dude in his melon with a mean right hook, and I thought he might actually fuck around and win this. That might have been a little unrealistic though, as the two were in completely different weight classes. The longer the fight drew on, the more obvious it was that there was no real win here for Animal. He held his own though, took his licks and put in as much pain as he could. What was supposed to be a 30-second fight ended up going on for a good minute, and at the end of it all, I'm proud to say my son Animal was still standing. I mean, yeah, he had a few bruises and battle scars, but it's not like Big Dude walked away unscathed either. In all reality, if bro wasn't completely outweighing him, I guarantee Animal would have cooked his shit. After the fight was over, Animal was obviously not in a great mood. He didn't want to play ball no more, so with that, him and Alexa just left the park and went home. This wasn't our only altercation at the park though, and not our only run-in with Lil Guns either, but that's a story for another time.